Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. Excuse me while I just do 2 stitches here so I know where I am. There we go. Welcome to everybody. Welcome if you're new. Hello Phil.
Hello Sam.
If you are new, that's a regular thing that we do. Okay, so you'll get used to that. Hello Phil.
Hello Sam.
And hello everybody. Right, if you're new, thank you for joining me. You're very welcome. If you'd like to share and subscribe, or subscribe and share, whichever way round you like, I don't mind. That would be lovely. Okay, we're doing a midweek catch-up today. So I'm just showing you what I'm currently working on. I'm not going through all of it because anybody who's been with me a while knows I've got 7 different whips on the go at any one time. I'm going to show you 3 of them today. One's a new, well, 2 of them are new ones. 3 is one I've talked about, and we talked about the colours, and it didn't quite turn out the way I expected. But let's start with this one. Soon as I'm on this one, this is Eyelash yarn. And this is going to be 3 guesses, 2 guesses, 1 guess, a hedgehog, another hedgehog. So I'm doing this one to go to the shop to see how it goes, see whether people like it. I'm going to do that and do that so that I don't lose where I am. Just remind me I'm on an increase when I come back to that.
You're on an increase when you come back to that.
Yeah, I don't know where that came from, Phil. It fell out to the sides. It fell out of this side here. There you go.
I've lost a knob.
Oh, his knob fell off.
I'll fix it after breaking my equipment.
Right. When we were talking about the shawl cape for children, and I was looking at the different yarns, different colours I could use, and my microphone's flying away. And we talked about pink and yellow and cream, and this is what I ended up with. Let me take that out of there. I've done a fair bit. Now this is, I was going to do it in double knit, but when I looked at the pattern actually said fingering weight, and I'm like, oh, that's sort of like fob light, and it's going to be massive if I do it in the wrong yarn. So I went and found, let me hook that before that disappears. I found a lovely pattern, and the actual pattern isn't on this when I printed it out. But never mind. The pattern is, let me bring that back up there. The pattern is Jessie at Home Tutorials. Okay, and she actually does origami as well. But I was doing this, I can't remember what it's called. I mean, the yarn, it says think bamboo fibre yarn. Well, this is like a very fine cotton, fingering weight. Okay, and it says about 140 grams. So, and I'm on a 4mm hook. And it's called a Rainbow Hero cape. But I'm doing this for a little girl who is 2 going on 3. Let's get that right way around. So it'll be about, this will actually be a little bit big for her, but she'll be able to grow into it by the time I've got the front on. She actually looks bigger than that, and it's coming on quite well. And I'm doing 4 rows in the pink and 2 in the yellow, because I'm going to do the edging and round the neck and round the bottom in yellow. So I didn't want to put too much yellow in the middle. Okay, so that's that one I've been working on. That's coming on quite nicely. Let me know what you think. Don't shout at me because I haven't used the yarn I thought I was going to use. But there you go. That one can go back in that bag. And those of you who've been with me for a while may remember that I had found a pattern that I said I wanted to do, but it was going to be quite a big project. And it's that one.
Lovely.
Well, I knew it was going to. They've given the yarn in yardage, and to do my size, it's going to take 2,350 yards, right, of whatever yarn. So I decided I was going to go for the James C. Brett, and I went off down. I was in Bromsgrove, so I went in to see Paul, and I said, "Right, Paul, you got to find out how many balls I need of this, because this is the one, this is the pattern I'm doing." And he went, "Oh, that's nice, I like that." And the yarn I picked out first, I said, "I'll leave you." He said, "I might have some more of that in the back because there was only 2 on the shelf." So I said, "Okay." I said, "I've got to pop off somewhere else, so I'll come back in a bit." When I got back, he said, "You're going to have a problem with that yarn." He says, "I've got some other ones that I have got enough yarn for, because we worked out we needed 7, 8 balls." So I said, "Well, say 8, then I'm covered." And so he said, "Okay." So he's down on his knees, ferreting in the back of these shelves where this yarn is. And he came up with 3 or 4 different ones, but he came up with this one. Oh, isn't that gorgeous? That is absolutely gorgeous yarn. It's Aurora. It's James C. Brett, and it's colour AU07. And I managed to get all 8 of them in lot 88. Although when we first got them out, one was lot 79. So we put that one back and found me an 88. So I got all the yarn today. And I came back. So I came back and I sat and read through the first page and the second page and the third page until I got to the 4th page, which was started me on the granny squares. Now let me tell you that I have started these squares. There's one. I've actually made 20 this afternoon and used half a ball of yarn nearly, but that's all right. So there's about 20 of those. I actually need 58. So I've got a fair way to go just on those. And then we do square 2, which is a bit bigger. And I need 24 of those. And then it gets even better, because then I have to go up a size in the crochet hook and do square 3, which is even bigger. And I need 17 of those. And then when we get to the biggest one, which is square 4, I only need 9 of those, but they're about 4 times as big as the small ones. So that's where we're at. I'm actually started on the small, here you go, started on the small squares, and they're supposed to be about, I think it's 2 inches. Oh, yeah, that's 2 inches. I haven't measured any of them, but you can see, if I start bringing these out, you can see the different colours in this yarn that I've got. Look at these. Aren't they gorgeous? It's so pretty. All different. All slightly different as it moves around the yarn. I have to keep pulling the... and I've actually been using magic circles and getting them right. There we go. There, and that was that one. So that's where I've got to so far. And if you can sort of imagine that as that big jacket. It won't all be those small ones though. There'll be a lot of the big ones. I'll put that next to those. I mean, this one had got a lot of green and blue in it, and that was what I was after in the first place. But he hadn't got one with the pinks and purples in as well. So I went for mainly pink and purple instead. There we go. So that's that one. And that's the brand new project that I'm on. And I'm going to put these all back over there now. So that's what I've been up to this week. And I've got a fair amount of those done, which is quite nice. Where's the ball I'm on? Here's the ball I'm on, and you can see the big gap in the middle where I've used about half of the ball, or nearly half of the ball. But that's okay. We don't mind that, do we?
Will you have enough?
Yes, because I got 8 balls rather than 7. So I always get an extra ball just to be on the safe side. Okay, you never know when you might need an extra one, and because that way I've got them all with the same lot number as well. So that's what I've been doing. I have completed the pattern for the mittens, the fingerless mittens. I've got to photograph it and then put it up. That will be done this week, and then I'm going to write the pattern for the small blanket. I say small, it's about between 24 and 30 inches square. I'll write that up and then that will go up, but it's not a quick process because I've got to write that one from scratch. So I've got to work out, and plus on that I use 2 or 3 different stitches on instead of double crochet I was using half trebles. So it's going to be a bit different. Okay, what I will do is do the basic pattern and then put the different stitches that I have used underneath as alternative, an alternative use. You'll see what I mean when it goes up, but it's not going to be this week. It's going to take me a bit longer than that. Okay, so that's me. So what are you all up to? Are you enjoying yourselves? Let me get this back, because I'm doing this. I'm doing all sorts here today. I've also got Paul in the shop has asked me. He said if I've got anything spare, he will sell it in the shop for me. So I've now got 2 outlets for selling stuff, which is just sort of amazing, really, because it wasn't what I was expecting. But there we go. We will see how we get on. And this is on the hedgehog. I'm on the increase into the stitch knit 2. So did I just increase that, or did I just knit 2? I just knit 2. That's what happens when I'm talking. I lose track. So let me know what you think about the child's cape for the colours and the pattern, because obviously I've used the pattern as was, not changed it at all. And tell me what you think about the jacket that I'm doing. That is going to be for me for a change. And of course we have got Phil's blanket on the go, but that's for the Saturday night For anybody who's new, Saturday night is our knit or crochet along night, and that's a live stream. Okay, so you're welcome to come along and watch and join in and follow, and or not follow, whatever, or just watch it just for the fun of watching it and watching me faffing about. That's fine. I'll finish that one for a bit. I've got to put this away before I have to remember to put everything in the right place, because I've got patterns and pens and notebooks everywhere. I did sort out this. I've got I've got all different balls of this. I've got a big ball and I've got 2 little balls, as well as the ball I'm using. So I'll probably get 2 hedgehogs out of there. And I've also got a bag with lots of other bits that I'm going to get more hedgehogs out of. So that's something that you'll be able to look at all the colours as I go through them. And then we'll see how we get on with the child's cape. And if that's successful, I'll do another one, a second one, because that one's an order. I'll do a second one that will be used sort of to show people. Okay, that goes in there. And that goes on there. So that's where we're at. I'm keeping this as short as I can because I know I do waffle. and I will see you all. If I don't see you before, I will see you all on Saturday, hopefully at 8 p.m. for the crochet along, and that's Phil's car blanket. Okay, so that will be going on as well, and we'll see what else is happening. All right, so take care, everybody. Thank you for joining me tonight. I've enjoyed chatting to you, and I will see you all soon. Take care. Bye. Bye, Phil.
Bye-bye, Sue.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.